My name is Tariq. I'm a grade 6 ADI. Okay, that puts me in the top 5% of instructors in the UK. There's not many of us, simply because to get a grade 6 you've got to be damn good at your job. Today I'm going to show you how to do a corner left reverse. A lot of people struggle with this. I can see why. Either it's not been taught properly or it hasn't been explained to the pupil clearly and not demonstrated by the instructor. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate to you how to do a corner left reverse. Okay, so that's the corner I'm going to do, the one in front, Nursery Gardens, and as you can see it's a bit of a shallow bend. Okay, so the examiner will always stop you before the bend and ask you to do a corner left reverse, usually along the lines of, I'd like you to reverse around the corner, reversing into the side road about 2 to 3 car lengths. Now what you don't want to do is quickly rush into it and just get on with it, because really you don't want to be rushing into a maneuver. It's your only chance to show on that day that you're a really good, safe and defensive driver, and it's a day to show off your skills. So the first thing to do, okay, what I tell my pupils is to lower the window down slightly. The reason is because if you hear traffic, okay, you know, you've got your 5 senses, and one of the senses you can use is your hearing to listen to traffic approaching from the right, like this vans. Okay, so what you do is, that's the corner I'm going to reverse round. I have ascertained it that it's a shallow corner. I'll make sure when I get closer, and when I go past that junction I will also look like this into the side road to make sure there's no hazards and it's safe for me to maneuver into the side road. If it's not safe, I will simply go and find another corner, but in this case I've got an option because there's some bollards in front. Okay, so and also I need to know whether the side road I'm reversing into goes uphill, downhill, or it's a level road. Why do I need to know that? Simply because how much revs to give, or gas or acceleration. Okay, so here goes. I'm going to put the car in first gear, do my blind spot check, look over my right, no need to signal, there's no one behind me, look over my blind spot again, just keep it in first gear, there's no point changing down into second. And as I go past the junction, I look into the left to make sure there's no hazards. I look at the shape of the corner, it's a shallow, and I stop about 2 to 3 car lengths from the corner, from the bend. Okay, so yeah, cool, that's it. Now then apply my handbrake, okay, neutral. Now there's one other thing I tell my pupils is the seating position. Okay, a lot of the time I've seen a lot of pupils in other driving schools reversing like this. Okay, and it's, you know, it's not really comfortable because you're straining your neck. Okay, so you know, the position I'm in is actually a position to drive forwards, and when you're reversing, okay, you need to be looking 80% behind, so your windscreen for reversing is there. Okay, so what you need to do is just position your hips more towards the door like this, towards the right, and then select reverse gear. Okay, and then do my 6-point check again all the way around. Release my parking brake or my handbrake. Okay, select my references in that door mirror, and my reference is, when I look in the big mirror, where does the curb cut the base of that windscreen with that door mirror on the left. Okay, and my second reference point is, I look at the back windscreen. Okay, and what I need to look is the furthest point. Okay, the furthest point is where the curb cuts somewhere alongside that back windscreen. Okay, all right, so I need to maintain 2 reference points when I'm reversing. When you're reversing, it's very important that you keep the car very slow walking pace. Okay, so you don't be reversing too fast. Okay, when you're in a reversing maneuver, simply because the faster you go, the less time you'll have to react. And every car length we reverse, we just look all the way around to make sure there's no hazards coming up. So I'm just going to reverse the car now and keep the steering bit of moving tilted as well, a little bit of tilt as well, bit to the left, bit to the right. Okay, that's it. So I'm reversing now, and I'm just reversing, and I'm going to get to my point of turn. Is where the back wheel meets the first curved curb, which is over there. So that's in there. Am I there now? A bit more. Yes, okay, I can safely say I'm near my point of turn. Okay, there it is. And then apply my handbrake. Again, I check my blind spot to the right, so I look over my right shoulder, make sure there's no cars, any other moving hazards, and then look into the side road. I see a couple of postie men. I let them go. Okay, looks like they've cleared. I then need to put a half a turn to the left, simply because it's a shallow bend. Okay, so half a turn. So release the parking brake, use both hands, and quickly I steer to the left, and I look over my left shoulder. Okay, cool. As you can see, I keep more or less close to the curb. So if you have a look in the left door mirror, you can see you don't have to be that close, okay, but you should be reasonably, accurate. So there I am, just reversing, and I steer towards the curb, and then I just stop again, look to the right, make sure there's no hazards coming up, continue with my maneuver. There's no cars coming behind. Cool. That's it. Good. So I reverse. That's it. Good. Good. So I'm just reversing the car, and then just stop for 1 minute and look over my right shoulder. Why do I need to look over there? Just in case someone's reversing out of the driveway. Okay, so I also need to keep an eye out what's happening on my offside. So then continue reversing the car, keeping it reasonably close, and I look behind, glance forward, glance to the right, keep it going 80%. I look behind, slight movement of the wheel, right and left. That's it. So even if I'm that much away, about a foot away from the curb, that doesn't matter, because I'm not parking up, so I don't have to be that close. Okay, so I just continue now, another car length, so I'm about two car lengths away from the bend, and that's it. Stop, handbrake, neutral. Okay, so I'm just going to pull up on the left, just give a left signal. Okay, cool. One of the common failures on this maneuver is that pupil hits the curb, or they think they're going to hit the curb, and then they don't do nothing about it. Okay, and I'm just going to quickly demonstrate to you what you should do if you think you've oversteered to the left, and the shape of the road, the camber of the road actually speeds up the vehicle, and then you are going to hit the curb. So if you think you're going to hit the curb, you can't do something about it, and that is stop. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick demo, okay, how that could happen and what remedy there is available to you, because the examiner will allow you to take one forward shunt and reverse the car back again, but you don't have to go all the way back to starting position. That's what a lot of people think, I need to go back again to my starting position. You don't. Okay, so this is what you should do. So I'll just go around the corner here again. Okay, just demonstrate. Good. Good. Now stick in reverse gear. Look all the way around again. Okay, so pretend I'm a pupil now. So I'm steering now, and I've oversteered to the left, and I'm going to hit the curb now. Whoops. Okay, I'm nearly there, and I'm going to hit the curb. And I think, what shall I do now? I stop. Put in first gear. Okay, and I look to the right, and I can't go forward. So look, I'm going forward again. Okay, so I've opened the gap up. Now I select reverse gear, look all the way to the right, behind. Is it safe for me to reverse? Is there a car coming from behind me? No, there isn't. So this time I'm going to reverse, and I'm going to take off some steering quickly to the right and keep it like that. See, so if you look again in that left door mirror, I've got reasonable sized gap now, so I'll just keep it going. That's it. A good example there why I kept the window open. I heard that silver car, so I stopped. Okay, cool. So I'll just reverse the car, That's it. Look behind, glance to the right, keep it going. Look behind, look all the way around, keep it slow. I don't need gas because I'm going downhill. And that's it. Cool. Okay, now we're just going to show you from the outside now. Okay, the outside of where to stop the car before you start to steer to the left. Okay, and that'll be in the next shot. Okay, cool.